Hey, 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 hello, 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 beautiful people of YouTube. That's what I get for not putting it on a stable surface. But you know how we do with these videos. We just go with the flow. But it's your girl, Beautifully Witchy, coming to you live and in living color from Club Home for an update. So I apologize, I didn't wish everybody a happy new year. So late, but better late than never. Happy New Year, even though we are 6 days in to 2024. So hopefully you all had a better start to your 2024 than I did. But like I said, this is just going to be a little bit of an update. So I have gone to the orthopedic doctor. I went to the PA on Tuesday, and I have been referred out to a sports medicine doctor, and I am awaiting the call for to schedule the MRI. Because he did look over the x-rays, and he suspects the same thing, that I possibly have a tear in the meniscus of my left knee, and he thinks it is more of a degenerative tear, which means that it's been gradually happening over time, and now this is the end result. So yeah, when that happens, there's really nothing you can do about it, because it just happens over time, because we all age. No matter what Hollywood and all these other celebrities tell you, everybody ages and everybody dies. But I digress. So, I was supposed to the PA said that if I didn't get the call to schedule the MRI by the end of the week, because I should have gotten the call within 48 to 72 hours, then to give them a call. So I gave the MRI people to the end of the day Friday. Since I didn't get the call, I'll give them a call when I get off work first thing Monday morning to go ahead and get that MRI scheduled. But I do have my appointment with the sports medicine doctor scheduled for the 16th of this month. Of course, they want me to make sure that I have the MRI before I see the sports medicine doctor. So what they decided to do was just to go ahead and get me on the books. Then if I have the MRI scheduled before the 16th, then we'll just leave the appointment as is. But if it's going to be later than the 16th, then I'll give them a call to cancel and reschedule that appointment. So, baby steps. So, I was written out for the remainder of this week, so I do go back to work tomorrow. It will be business as usual. I did give my supervisors the doctor's note, so I am in the process of submitting a claim for FMLA, which I understand why they're doing it, but at this point, since we don't know how severe the tear, if it is a tear, is, if I'm gonna have to have surgery, it's just so many unknowns at this point. And what kind of pissed me off about the whole thing is needing the accommodation for a knee scooter. Now, to give you some kind of background with the knee scooter, 4 years ago, I fell down the stairs and broke my right ankle and ended up having surgery to fix that. So I've since had that surgery. So I've got a plate and four screws in my right ankle, and they will remain there until I die. But I digress. So in the meantime, because anybody who's broken or sprained, um a leg, a foot, an ankle, whatever the case may be, you know that crutches are work. So God bless the person that invented the knee scooter. So for me, and I've had crutches. I had crutches prior to my ankle fracture. I had sprained my ankle years ago prior to 2019, and I just kept the crutches. So I listened to my dad, because um, obviously prior to 2019 I hadn't had to use the crutches in many years, so I was going to get rid of them. But my dad was like, no, you never know when you're going to need those. And thank God that I listened to him on that. Yeah, because they will try to nickel and dime you for everything, and I do mean everything. But nickel and diamond about medical stuff. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. So I'm sorry to kind of get off track, but back to the matter at hand. So I ordered the knee scooter, and like I said, God bless the person that invented the knee scooter, because the knee scooter is such a lifesaver. So not that I'm claiming that for any of y'all, but if you ever, break your leg or break below your knee, if you break your leg, if you break your ankle, if you break your foot, go invest in a knee scooter and you will thank me later. so So yeah, I'm having to I had to have the doctor's note revised to allow accommodations for a knee scooter, and I'm sitting here thinking, first of all, I'm not hobbling to work on no damn crutches. Number two, the knee scooter is not gonna be in the way. I the job that I work at, I sit down all day except when I have to get up and go scan proofs and all that other stuff. So 90% of the time I'm sitting down doing my work. It's not like I'm going to be zooming all over the place and running over people with the knee scooter. And I'm like, that is the stupidest shit I ever heard. Because when I had to use the knee scooter at a previous job after I broke my ankle, they didn't give me any hassle about using a knee scooter. I'm like, I know. So I was, yeah, so I that kind of pissed me off about that. But I got the doctor's office reached back out to me. They faxed over the notes, so there shouldn't be any problems. But note be damned, I'm going to use that knee scooter whether they like it or not, because yeah, when you can't put weight on your leg, especially when you're having knee issues like that, yeah, I know some people have no common sense. Sorry, and rant. But anyway, I will be going back to work. So I'm gonna reach out to the to the MRI people to go ahead and get that on the books, and so that way we can find out exactly and confirm if it definitely is a tear. If it is a tear, what type of tear it is. If I'm gonna need surgery, what the next steps are. So there is that. And I also forgot that I completely had um, accident insurance, so I ended up submitting a claim for that. So I know they're going to need the paperwork from the ER, the discharge papers, and all that fun stuff. So I'm just waiting on some feedback about that. So when they ask for that, I'll go ahead and get that uploaded. But that's neither here or there. So I've got time. So just wanted to give you guys that little update as far as my knee situation. So for the most part, I am staying upstairs because we have a two-story house. So getting up and down the stairs is a bit of a challenge. But this is not the first time I've had the challenge with getting up and down the stairs, but it is what it is. So I have not listened to an audio book. So I didn't listen to the last audio book I was going to listen to for the month of December. So since I'm having this issue and I'm trying not to take as much as what I normally would take to work, so probably at least for this month of January, I'm not going to listen to an audiobook. I will actually be listening to a couple of podcasts. So I'm going to go download podcasts for both my iPhone. I've already downloaded it here on my iPad. And just find a couple of podcasts to listen to um, substitute my audiobook listens. So, but once I get back into the audiobooks, I'll definitely let you guys know my feedback on the books that I do listen to. So, um, but right now I'm just anxious to get back to walking like normal because this here is for the birds. And of course, I'm anxious to get back into the gym because one of the things I was going to do starting this month is go four times a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for an hour like I did. So I'm anxious to get back into the gym and do that. Um, I may try to go back um, into the gym, but I just know I can't use the treadmill. I can't use the elliptical. Um, I probably can't use the bike machine, so I'll have to do upper and work out with the hips since I don't have to put any weight on my knee for the hip abductor and the hip adductor. So, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted with that. But other than that, I'm trying to do somewhat of my routine. My room is not as much of a disaster as it was yesterday, but it still it still looks, yeah, it needs some work. But I was finally able to put up my clothes. That took a few days to get done, and I'm finally able to put up most of my Christmas decorations that were still out. Granted, I wasn't wearing any of my headwear. It was in one of those foldable tote bags, but I just finally put it up back on my shelf in the closet. Um, Other than that, I'm just catching up on some subscriptions. Right now, I'm watching Cheap Lazy Vegan on YouTube, watching her mukbang videos, and just getting ready to go through my Grammy predictions since I've got the nominations for the Grammys and I have to catch up on last year's. So that'll be my agenda for today. And of course, I got to clean my equipment, but I'll do that here in a little while. So there is that. But other than that, I just wanted to keep you guys updated. So yeah, so my goal is to definitely be walking by at least February the 10th because I've got a ticket to go see October in London. Hopefully I'll be walking by then and I can go. If not, I'll just have to give my dad the ticket and he can go in my place, but it is what it is. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, on that note, beautiful people, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will definitely be back at it for Magnificent and Affirmation Mondays. And yeah, hopefully, January is off to a good note for you guys. But before I go, definitely want to send light and love and condolences to the families, excuse me, of actress Glynis Johns and David Soul. Glynis Johns, she was known for playing Mrs. Banks in the timeless Disney classic Mary Poppins. She passed away on Thursday at the age of 100. So definitely sending light and love and condolences to her family. And actor and singer David Soul from Starsky and Hutch, he passed away, I think they said Friday. So definitely sending light, love, and condolences to his family as well. But you all enjoy the rest of your weekend once again, and I will see you beautiful people on Monday. Talk to y'all then. Bye, y'all.